The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus summoned the crowd again and said to them, "Hear me, all of you, and understand. Nothing that enters one from outside can defile that person, but the things that come out from within are what defile." When he got home, away from the crowd, his disciples questioned him about the parable. He said to them, Are even you likewise without understanding? Do you not realize that everything that goes into a person from outside cannot defile, since it enters not the heart, but the stomach, and passes out into the latrine? Thus he declared all foods clean. But what comes out of the man, that is what defiles him. From within the man, from his heart, come evil thoughts, unchastity, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, licentiousness, envy, blasphemy, arrogance, folly. All these evils come from within, and they defile. The Gospel of the Lord. The last few days we've been hearing from the beginning of the book of Genesis about the creation of the world, and I hope that we all know that this is not a scientific reflection on how the world came to be. A group of scientists didn't sit down however many thousands of years ago the book of Genesis was written and say, now let's kind of figure out how all this got started and exactly how did this earth get created scientifically. No, it was a bunch of people who had recognized that God was in their lives, and they were trying to make sense of the world around them in a theological way. So the beginning of the book of Genesis is a theological reflection. And it's not really even a theological reflection on the beginning of the earth. It's more a reflection on God's grace and God's goodness. They looked around them and they saw all that was beautiful around them in nature. They saw that nature provided for them everything they ate. The animals they ate, the grains they ate. It provided their shelter, the wood, the mud, the bricks for their homes. Everything was provided for them. They did not create it. God created it. God gifted this to them. They felt, as they looked at nature, as if they had been given a grace, a gift that was totally unearned. They did nothing to make the wheat bloom. They did nothing to make the trees grow. These were given to them. And so I think that the reflection is that God gave us these gifts, like all the other gifts that God gives us, freely, without anything that we've done to earn it. And so what's our response? Especially with regards to nature. This beautiful earth that God has given us is a gift. And we have choices to make. We can take care of that gift, or we can trash it. And it's the same with all God's gifts that he gives us. We can choose to accept it and care for it and grow from it, or we can ignore it and trash it. In a special way, I think nature is a tremendous gift of God, and we have a choice. Do we care for it, or do we trash it?